Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Before I get started, I just need to hold on. Man, oh man. This this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. I don't know what to say. This team went backwards. It's a horrible trade. If they were going to trade Jaylen Brown, they should have traded for I don't know. They should have never traded him. But if they were going to trade Jaylen Brown, they should have just traded for Giannis. We went backwards with Paul George. I don't understand this crap. I don't understand. I don't understand. Everybody wanted Jaylen Brown to be traded since day one. I've been a Jaylen Brown fan since day one. That was my guy. Since we first drafted him, that was my dude. And the media won at the end of the day, sadly, because every year somehow the media puts out, we need a trade for Jaylen Brown. We need to trade him away. Jaylen Brown needs to be gone. Jaylen Brown needs every year. There's always this rumor that emerges or something where they need to trade Jaylen Brown away every single season, except the year that this team won the finals. That was the year where everybody just shut up. But of course, back-to-back years of them failing to miss the finals, and then last season, Tatum, Achilles, all that, really not much going on for this season. And then they make it to the playoffs somehow. Tatum comes back. They blew a 3-1 lead to the 76ers, and it's back to the same thing of Jaylen Brown needs to be gone. You know, I didn't believe the rumors. I was a little nervous because it was just a lot of smoke coming out of the Celtic sides in terms of Jaylen Brown, but I didn't believe it. And then this happened for Paul George and some pick swaps. And this is not a money deal because Paul George makes 52 mil this year. And then he has a player option for 1 year left, about 60 mil. So this has nothing to do with money. This just zero with money. I think this just has to do with the relationship of Jaylen Brown and the Celtics organization just deteriorating, and to a point where they just had to move him. And it's sad because they could have sat down and had a conversation and probably fixed this, but they decided not to, and they moved him for no reason at this point. Literally for no reason. This is a horrible trade. The media won. Everybody that wanted Jaylen Brown gone, they won. They won. At the end of the day, they won. They got what they wanted. And now we got Paul George, who's old. Mind you, he got suspended as well because he was using, by the way. And we traded Jaylen Brown to the 76ers, who the 76ers got better. They went backwards, the Celtics. You know, like I said before, from day one, I've been a Jaylen Brown fan. The day they drafted him, I remember when everybody booed him during the draft. And I was cheering for him. And I was like, yo, this is the guy. And at the end of the day, I was proven right. He was the guy. He really was. It's sad to see him go. It's sad how a guy who won the finals MVP, led this team we won't say last season now, to the playoffs. Everybody counted out the Celtics, including myself. I'm not gonna lie. I counted them out. I thought this year was gonna. I thought it was gonna be a wash. I have no shame in that. And they didn't wash out. They made it to the playoffs. Sadly, they crashed and burned at the end. But I don't know. I'm lost for words right now. I really am lost for words. I'm just lost for words for a guy who loved this, showed love to this organization, showed love to the city of Boston. When he got drafted, and he said, and I quote, "I'm going to war for the city." That was my guy right there. Just solidified it. I loved his combine. I loved everything that he brought forward as a rookie. And I was like, yep, that quote right there showed me this was the guy for us. Nobody saw my vision, but I did. And sadly, he's gone now. And yes, he's still the guy. He's going to be the guy for the 76ers. It's just sad to see him go. Sad to see a guy who just gave it all. They broke up the duo. They really did. For no reason, at the end of the day. For no reason, they broke up the fucking duo. I don't understand. Jaylen Brown. Some stats. From the beginning to the end of his career in Boston, over 13,000 points, 10th all time. Over 1,000 threes, 1,284, third all time in Boston. 684 steals, 7th all time in Boston. 674 games total. 15th all time in Boston. 6 Eastern Conference Finals. 2 Eastern Conference titles. And of course, 1 NBA champion, 1 Finals MVP. And just like that, off to the Sixers. In the 9th season that this duo played, the Jays, 620 total games. They won 332 games in the regular season, 73 games in the playoffs. They have 16 playoff series wins. And of course, the NBA champion, conference finals, and conference finals appearance, which was like 5 conference finals appearance and 2 conference finals titles. This was not a way it should have ended. This shouldn't have. And I know everybody's saying, "No, I'm Brad, we trust," and then Brad, "No, Brad, I don't trust right now." I'm really mad at Brad. I'm not saying violence is the answer, but it's getting close. It's at the same time, JB, I'm just gonna take a guess here. I could be wrong. He's probably, he's probably sad that this is how his tenure ended with the team, but also happy that he's finally moving on. Like I said before, every year, every single season, except the season that they won the title, there was rumors about him being traded. There was probably one of the years, I can't remember which year, where there was some smoke to that fire where, like, yeah, this is legit. He might be gone. I can't remember what year that was, but I know there was a year where, like, I thought Jaylen Brown was going to go. But every year after that, I thought he was good. And yeah, I was proven wrong. This year, I was proven wrong. I kept saying to everybody that he's going to be on the team still. He wasn't going to go, even though I was a little nervous because there's a lot of smoke coming out of that Giannis trade. But when I saw Giannis got traded to the Heat, I'm like, all right, we're still good. We still got the team. We're still better than the Heat. We're still the top team to beat out of the East. And now we're just a freaking playing team. There's no championship hope for this team. There's not. Not with Paul George. What could this old man bring to this team? Honestly. What has Paul George done that makes you think like, damn, yeah, this is the guy. Bring us back to the championship. Give us a title again. Absolutely nothing. And I'm sad. I really am sad as the head of the Jaylen Brown fan club. He's gone. That being said, I'm going to end this. I had to come out of retirement for this because my boy got traded. And yeah, one time for Jaylen Brown. Hopefully Brad got some moves to make. I don't know what he was thinking with this. I hopefully he has something down the road where he's thinking long-term picture. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It can't, like I said, it can't be a money thing. It just can't. Paul George is making a lot. He's going to opt in to his player option next year because nobody's going to give him that $60 million. No, nobody is. He's not going to get that anywhere. So I'm lost for words. Hopefully, with the upcoming days, I know it's probably not going to be today. Hopefully, down the road, something comes out between the Celtics sides on why they traded him and why they made this move. Because right now, we're all confused because we didn't get better. We just got worse, actually. And with that being said, I'm going to end this stream on a sad note. See ya, and I'm going to miss Jaylen Brown.